Welcome back. In recent months, a rising number of individuals have taken an interest in all things stocks and cryptocurrency. Here to discuss their organization, Bronx Crypto, and teach us a few things about the world of digital currency are co founders of Bronx Crypto, Julio Barrios and Andrew Richards. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
So, I just want to start off talking a little bit more about your organization. Can you just tell us about Bronx Crypto?
Sure. So my name is Julio. I decided to start Bronx Crypto with my partner Andrew. It's an educational learning platform where we teach about cryptocurrency and stocks. We felt the need to bring this financial literacy advice to the people of the Bronx, of our borough, specifically Latino and African American. We feel like we have been forgotten. This is knowledge that unfortunately our parents were not taught. Our parents are a little bit old school. They go to work, they save their money under the mattress, and hopefully they can buy a house. But times have changed. We are in 2021 where we have record levels of debt, inflation, and economic uncertainty. And we decided to create Bronze Crypto because we felt like we needed to get this information out to the public, because if not, they are at risk of suffocating slowly with taxes and inflation.
Now, I would really like to know what cryptocurrency actually is. It's a really hot topic, and everybody's talking about it on social media. So, can you explain what is cryptocurrency and how does that work?
Yes. So a cryptocurrency is a new method of payment, a new method to send money all over the world without government permission. The beautiful thing about cryptocurrency is that it's decentralized. When I say decentralization, it means that it relies on networks of computers to remain an open digital ledger, an open source, where we can all look into transactions and see what's really going on. We need this in the financial system because there is a lot of stuff that goes on under the table. There's a lot of corruption that goes on in the financial markets, and we are oblivious to it. But with decentralization and the creation of blockchain, we are able to monitor these transactions and actually bring truth and trust to the market. So now that we have cryptocurrency has basically take the same properties of money and converted it into a digitalized way, where now what we're seeing is mass adoption, and we're gonna have companies like Apple, Amazon, PayPal, Square. They're all gonna be accepting these cryptocurrencies because they are basically money. We're using cryptocurrency now with our bank accounts. Whenever we use Zelle or we Cash App, it's the same meaning of cryptography, a hidden message that no one could double spend or counterfeit. No one could take and that this is the issue with our current money. Our government can just print money without regard and just in, influx our market with money, and that creates inflation. With cryptocurrency, you cannot duplicate this. One Bitcoin is one Bitcoin, one Ethereum is one Ethereum, and we'll break down further along what's Bitcoin, what's Ethereum. We don't want to overwhelm the viewers because it does take baby steps to understand this, and that's why we provide a crypto course, a stock course, and all these avenues so people could get their information from.
I'm so happy that you mentioned that because I wanted to talk about stocks a little bit too. That's another thing that's been like all over the news, all over social media, but it can be a little bit tricky for people to understand. So, can you talk a little bit about what stocks are?
All right, so basically, stocks are having a partial ownership of a company. How stocks work is the way that stocks work as a company shares in their business to raise money. Once a company stock is in the market, it can either be bought or sold. So as the value of a company goes up, you can either make money, and when the stock goes down is either when people are selling their shares of the company.
Now, on your website, and you kind of talked about this a little bit, but you stated wanting to teach the average person how to invest in digital assets and stocks. Why was it important for you to have this accessible to Bronxites?
Okay, like I said earlier, we have lacked this information for so many years, and I'll use myself as an example. I don't want to date myself, but in 1999, in the year 2000, we saw the first digitalization happening. It was the beginning of the internet, and many companies came out of the internet and revolutionized the world and made a lot of people a lot of money. These companies are Amazon, Netflix, Google, Apple. I could continue. The same digitalization is happening 20 years forward, but now it's happening to money with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, and all these other digital assets in the space.
So, there's always been a conversation about access to this type of information. In most cases, people become financially literate and successful through connections from parents or, friends that are well off. Can you explain how this world of Bitcoin and stocks can be more challenging for low income families in the Bronx?
So it could be a little bit challenging because the information, it's new terms, it's big words, long definitions, and sometimes that could be a little bit intimidating. And that's why we decided to bridge the gap. That's why we decided to take this information and simplify it in a way that the average person could understand it, because this information is for everyone, and this information is actually online. But we have a lot of members that say, Julio, Andrew, I just saw this video on YouTube and I still don't get it. What's this? What's that? And that's when we can take the time and break it down in a format where they can understand.
So, for so long, people were actually, I feel, purposely kept out of these conversations in regards to stocks and crypto. And it is still very, as you mentioned, hard to navigate today. But do you think social media has helped bridge the gap between those who were left out and those who historically always had access?
Yes, social media is revolutionizing the world that we live in every day. Every day, the internet and social media is becoming more a part of our lives. If you just look at how we buy things, how we spend our money, we swipe our phones, we swipe our Apple watches, and this is heading in that trajectory of the digitalization. I feel like it's true. Stocks have always been kind of like a secret society, because usually you need a big amount of capital to start your initial investment. But with cryptocurrency, the prices are so cheap at this moment because we're so early in the beginning stages that the average person, just making it check to check can afford to invest little by little.
And Andrew, I'd really love to hear your opinion on that as well. Just the fact that, maybe social media has made it more easily accessible to people who've never had access before.
Yeah, basically because the promotion of like these companies giving out the knowledge of cryptocurrency, like these ads, you have like platforms like Coinbase promoting cryptocurrency. So you can see that big institutions are very like are getting involved into these cryptocurrencies. So I feel like everyone else are getting interested into the crypto space as well and stock space as well.
So I think we all know a few months ago, we saw a huge surge of people who were interested in this new way of making money. And I think every post was either talking about like AMC or stocks or crypto, all these things. What are some tips that you have for people who are new to this, but they can still kind of understand what's going on?
So what tips I have is basically don't believe everything you see on social media, because there's a lot of manipulation and a lot of speculation towards cryptocurrencies, also as well as stocks. So you have to be mindful. You got to do your due diligence and do your research before you invest into anything. That's what we tell all our members, and we take that very, very important and very crucial in our investing journey.
And Hula, do you have any tips?
Yes, the first tip is like Andrew said, do your own research, involve yourself in a community of people who have the same goal, which is to learn, to invest, and to share ideas. The second thing is don't invest something that you can't afford to lose. We're talking investing, but we also got to take into consideration that we all have lives, we all have bills, we all have jobs, expenses. So I don't want anyone to go and take their kids' college fund or their emergency fund and put it on this crypto or this stock that has a lot of hype behind it, because this is the way people get hurt. You want to take your time, get into the market slowly, and when you grow that sense of confidence, and then you can start making those moves on your own when you become a more experienced trader. See, here at Bronx Crypto, we want to introduce you, we want to raise awareness, but we are not here to baby you. We are here to eventually have your wings expand and let you fly away on your own.
So that's amazing. And I want to thank you both so much for joining us. Can you tell us more about where people can learn about your programs or read what you have to offer and just stay in touch with your organization?
All right, so basically on our website, when you go to the services tab, we have a stocks for beginners course that you can purchase for $50. Also, we have a crypto for beginners course as well to purchase. So if you have no idea what cryptocurrencies is, we break it down to some simpler terms and whatnot, so you can understand what blockchain technology is, what Bitcoin is, what Ethereum is, and much more. Also, with the stocks course, we break it down. We teach about dividends, ETFs, and different avenues you can take towards investing into stocks. Also, we have a Discord chat room platform where we have all our investors engage, where we come together and help the community build awareness about investing and financial literacy as well.
With that being said, cryptocurrency stocks investing is to make money, correct? But the main thing behind it is to protect yourself. Protect yourself from the rising levels of inflation. That's the number one thing you need to take away from this interview today, because the inflation, there's just too much debt in the system. Every country in Latin America is in debt, including Europe and including America. And if we don't take this serious, the same thing that happened in 2008, 2009 will happen again on steroids. I don't want to fear monger, but this is definitely serious business.
Well, I appreciate the passion, and I appreciate you both taking the time to speak with us today. So yes, once again, thank you both for joining us.
Thank you so much, Bronxnet.
That's all for our show today. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Kibin Alleyne, wishing you and yours safety and wellness now and always. See you next time.